You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Welcome back, everyone, to The Vocal Technologist. Today we're jumping into our Web3 Wednesdays InfoSec review. Think of it as your shortcut through the noise, looking at what's really shaping cybersecurity right now.
Okay, let's unpack this week's big information security updates and figure out what it all means for you.
Absolutely. It's critical to keep up. What's fascinating, I think, is how quickly new vulnerabilities pop up, but also how these older tactics they keep getting recycled and finding new life.
That's a perfect way to put it. And speaking of evolving tactics, let's talk about phishing. There was this really clever Office.com attack making the rounds.
Oh, yeah. What was the angle?
Well, here's where it gets interesting. It's not just a fake link. They're using legitimate Office.com URLs.
Okay. How?
They combine it with ADFS redirects. Often starts with like a malicious sponsored Google search result. You click it, looks legit, redirects you.
And bam, you've given up your Microsoft 365 login without realizing.
Exactly. It's playing a trick using trusted infrastructure. Super deceptive. It really is. And that, connects to this broader challenge of trust online. How do we verify things? Which actually ties into something else. Ollama Desktop vulnerability, version 0.10.0.
Oh, the local AI tool one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A drive-by attack could bypass Core S, potentially reconfigure your local AI, even intercept chat messages.
Or serve poison models. Wow.
Exactly. They patched it fast, thankfully, to 0.10.1. But the report said exploitation was trivial.
Trivial exploitation is never what you want to hear.
No, it just raises big questions, right? How do we ensure the integrity of even our local AI stuff when things like this can happen?
Good point. A surprising link there. Broad phishing personal AI tools, both exploiting trust in different ways. Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Critical infrastructure. That Apache ActiveMQ flaw. CVE 2023-46604.
Oof, the CVSS 10.0, yeah, that's a nasty one.
Totally. Threat actors are hitting cloud Linux systems with it, dropping dropper malware. But here's a kicker, the really wild part. After they break in, they patch the vulnerability themselves.
Wow, okay, that's sophisticated and bold.
Right.
So they lock the door behind them, keep others out, evade detection. That's next level. And they're using things like Dropbox for command and control, blending in with normal traffic.
It shows this evolution, doesn't it? Not just getting in, but actively managing the compromised environment.
Definitely. But, sometimes the biggest holes aren't code. They're more human or process-related.
You were thinking of the McDonald story.
Exactly. Yeah, the researcher found exposed API keys, user data leaks, standard stuff, unfortunately.
Right.
But the difficulty they had just trying to report it to McDonald's, that was the real story there, I think.
Yeah. Finding the flaw is one thing. Getting someone to listen.
It highlights that vulnerability reporting processes, communication. That's critical infrastructure, too, in a way. A breakdown there can be just as bad as a technical flaw.
That's a really crucial lesson for any organization, not just tech fixes. So all this talk of flaws.
Yeah.
What about the market for them? That news about the UAE startup.
Oh, the $20 million offer for smartphone 0 days.
Yeah. Targeting governments, intelligence agencies, that's a lot of money.
It tells you a lot about the value placed on these capabilities in the cyber espionage world. The price tags just keep escalating.
What are the implications, do you think?
Well, it fuels that high-end market, obviously, but it also raises concerns about proliferation. When tools like that are developed and potentially traded, even among supposed allies, they can eventually leak or be repurposed.
A sobering thought. Okay, so on the flip side, what about defenses? We saw Google's Chromecast issue recently.
Right, the certificate expiration mess.
It really hammered home the need for what they call cryptoagility, didn't it?
Absolutely. Being able to swap out cryptographic algorithms and certificates quickly isn't just good practice. It's vital for, operational continuity. That Chromecast thing showed what happens when you can't.
A proactive stance is key.
Definitely. And we're seeing other proactive moves, too, like Microsoft, Entra, private access.
Replacing legacy VPNs for on-prem AD access. Moving towards zero trust.
Exactly. And PyPI, the Python package platform, rolling out checks against domain resurrection attacks to prevent account hijacks. Small steps, but important ones in hardening defenses.
It really shows just how dynamic this whole cyber world is. Another fascinating segment here on The Vocal Technologist. Phishing, malware, 0 days, defenses.
Yeah.
It's a constant back and forth.
It really is. And it leaves you with a thought, doesn't it? As security gets more automated, more integrated, Are we maybe creating new kinds of complex attack surfaces without realizing it?
Mhm.
Or are we genuinely building more resilient, maybe even self-healing systems? It's something to think about as you navigate your own digital world this week.
Spoken Tech for your ears.